Hello peeps, and welcome back to Project Ozone 2. Alright, so I'm still flying around in the mining world that I unlocked last episode, but I wanted to stop because I have found what I was after. Let's go ahead and put all of these other fluid cows that I have found away, because I found one specific fluid cow that I really want. Where are you running to? Come back here. This is an LPG fluid cow. Gimme. Moo. LPG. I'm going to try to look at these guys. What are you? Antivenom. Molten nickel. I've already got one of you. You are heavy brine. I've already got one of you. What are you? Plant oil. Yeah, I've already got you. Lubricants, heavy oil. I've already pretty much got all of those cows. We'll check the last couple over here. Molten cobalt. Definitely need one of them. A chocolate milk cow. I definitely want him. Molten shiny. We definitely want you. Man, I'm glad I decided to come up here for a few more seconds. I would have missed a bunch of stuff. Seared stone, don't really care. Molten aluminum, not that interesting. Oil, definitely want you. I think I've already got a couple of you, but I still want you. Heavy water, don't really care. You are a sludge cow, whatever. You are molten adamantine, already got some. Hot crude. You're just regular cows. You're molten iron, as if I even need more iron. Okay, I'm kind of wasting time here, so we'll check this group of cows. I'm going to grab this oil cow just because I don't think I'm going to be able to have enough oil. Etching acid, I don't really care. Molten ardite, I've already got one. For giggles, let's break this. That's what I thought. Check you. I've already got a fairy cow. We'll check you. Your biofuel, I've already got one. We'll check you. Molten mana infused, I've already skipped a couple of you. Would really like to have a cryothium cow, but I can always look for him later. Okay, man, this the cow hunting thing is addictive. Okay, take the needle out of the arm. Go home. All right, so I got myself my LPG cow. He should be in this safari net right here. So let's go turn him free. Oh, yes. LPG cow. That's going to save me a lot of time and hassle. We'll put the other cows that I got away, along with the Skystone. We can put this Ender away because I have a much better weapon now. Created that last episode. Alright, so this episode I want to get into Pneumaticcraft, which is... no. Where is Pneumaticcraft? Epsilon. Okay. I need to make a pressure chamber. So, I'm going to need a few different things. I need pressure chamber wall, pressure chamber valve, interface, window, tubes, and air compressors. So basically, anything that says pressure chamber in it, I need at least one. Now, this stuff is made using compressed iron. Compressed iron, if you remember, has to be made with normal iron in a pressure chamber. But I already have a bunch of it. How? If you missed that part, if you put blocks of iron down and blow them up with TNT, you get compressed iron. It's not a 1-to-1 ratio like the pressure chamber is, but it will get you enough to start. I blew up a bunch of iron. So, pressure chamber wall, that gets me 16 of them, which is probably more than I'm going to need. Pressure chamber window, this gets me 16 of them. Definitely more than I'm going to need. I need pressure chamber valve, which means I need the tubes. We'll grab a few of them, and we'll grab some of the valves. Pressure chamber interface takes the walls and hoppers. And I'm going to need at least one more of those. There we go. What is that? Item life upgrade. Oh, I think you put that in to keep things from despawning. So, we're going to build one of these just because I want to have it. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to need it or not, but we're going to build it. And we're going to need an air compressor. I'm also going to want the advanced air compressor because this thing can generate compressed air using any fuel in a furnace. Generates blah blah. Higher heat, lower efficiency. For right now, we'll just build the tier 1 air compressor. I thought there was an electric compressor. I have to look at that. The electrostatic? Is that it? When this machine gets hit by lightning, it produces, yeah, a lot. More than we are going to need. Vacuum pump, assembly I/O, air cannon, charging station, refinery, vortex tube, heat sink, plastic mixer. We're going to need to come back and do some of this stuff, but we'll look at it in a little bit. Alright, that completes the quest pressure chamber. Gets us a reward bag. For a starfield creator? What the hell is a starfield creator? Oh, that's cool. I don't know what it does, but it's cool. Okay. That opens up the next quest, which is refine. I need to make 4 refineries. Which is really easy to make. That gives me muffling upgrades. Nice. In case I ever have any really loud machines. That opens plastic maker. So I need a thermopneumatic processing plant. Again, really easy to make. And I'll need a plastic mixer, I'm sure, because this is how you get the different colors of plastic. For a bunch of chance cubes. Put those away before I get in trouble with them. Plastic mixer, called it. Gives me a greater reward bag for a golden apple. Next up is transistors. So, this is where I'm actually going to have to set up this plant. For right now, I have this wonderful field over here that I built that I've never actually been able to do anything with, and I think that is where I'm going to put this. Now, in an episode soon to come, I am going to probably take some time and upgrade a lot of this stuff and move some stuff around. Like, get a whole bunch of stuff out of view. Keep it loaded so that it'll continue running, but just get it away from here. Like right now, the mob grinder, I'm not using the mob grinder. I can tear it down. If I decide I need another one later, that's great. I'll build one. But right now, it's just taking up room. Alright. Let's build the minimum necessary setup for a pressure chamber. Now, bear in mind, guys, I do not usually play with Pneumaticcraft. I really don't have much of an idea of what I'm doing. And that says I think that means it's the input. So I think I need to place you there and you there, because that'll have an I there and an O there. I need a valve. So pressure chamber valve. Put it right there. And then I believe I just have to pressure tubes up to this and run this to a compressor. But I'm also probably going to want to have a safety valve, because if I remember right, these things can blow up. So let's hook our air compressor into that. Let's hook our air compressor into that. There we go. And yes, I can put the upgrade into there. And now I should be able to just place the pressure chamber wall there, and bam. We have successfully created our pressure chamber. If I look at this, I currently have pressure 0 bars, problems, no valid items in the chamber, pressure chamber status, 1 by 1, information, multi-block structure can be used as air storage, main feature is to compress stuff, and upgrades, item life, items in the pressure chamber cannot despawn, their age is paused. Yes, that's what I want. Let's go ahead and add a piece of coal to this air compressor. No problems. It is currently building up pressure. It's at 0.1 bar. It's producing 10 milliliter a tick. Redstone behavior, enable on any signal. Yep, we can see the needle starting to move. Okay, so transistors. Transistors, I need to make 1. A transistor is made with black plastic, compressed iron, and redstone. And I need 1 bar of pressure, it looks like. Black plastic is made in the pressure chamber if you have squid plant seeds, but I don't. So I need plastic mixer and I need liquid plastic. To get the liquid plastic, I have to have a thermopneumatic processing plant, and I need to put 1/10 of a bucket of LPG into it and then heat it with some coal. This does not require pressure. So we'll put down this thermopneumatic processing plant right there. Heat. It requires heat, which I can get from the coal, and it also requires LPG. That's why I wanted the cow. Because now I can skip the process of having to make oil into gasoline and skip the process of having to make gasoline into LPG just by coming over here and milking old Betsy. 1 bucket of LPG, 1 piece of coal, heat can be applied by placing a block that generates heat next to the machine. Lava, so I can put lava next to it, or I can put a vortex tube. What does a vortex tube require? That's easy. Max pressure is 20 bars. Splits air coming into a heat and cold component. The hot and cold side are connected. It's more efficient to vent the cold side when you want to utilize the heat, and vice versa if you want to utilize the cold. Let's go ahead and make one. Just for giggles. It's not hard. I might need more air compressors. So, let's see. If I break this, does it lose? Okay, that obviously tells me what direction is what. So that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. That's the right way. Now, this requires west temperature, east temperature. This requires me to pump pressure through it. And that also requires pressure, so it looks like I can get the pressure from the back. Let's go make some more pressure tubes. I knew me not using Pneumaticcraft for anything, like, ever, would come back to bite me in the ass eventually. Oh, I've got an air leak. There we go. I bled most of the pressure off. Advanced pressure tube. Used to transport air is the high-tier version. Tube modules can be placed on it to provide additional functionality. Probably should get a pressure gauge. Amadron tablet. Yeah, I probably should get a pressure gauge and put on there. What's that take? That's easy. I remember there being a valve, a safety valve or something. Like a pressure release valve, pressure gauge tube module, air grate tube module, safety tube module. Let's make one of those. Need some levers. That's also going to use the pressure gauge that I just made. So, we'll grab those, and we'll go apply these. We'll attach this right there. Max pressure is 5 bars, pressure is 0.6 bars. How does this work? I thought you could attach this in order to be able to see what the pressure was. Now I can see it's 0.6 bar. Problems. Not enough heats. So, the west temperature, the east temperature is 74. It's heating up. I think I have to get it to... Oh, hi, what the hell? Where'd you come from? That's where you came from. Note to self. When building stuff? Yeah. Okay, let's go ahead and add 2 more pieces of coal to this air compressor, and I think I'm actually going to make a second air compressor. Electrostatic creative compressor. Unlike what you might expect from this mod, this machine won't explode when the temperature gets too high. So that might be a way to increase my production. I can actually create a creative compressor. Can I create creative versions of other stuff? I can. For infinite water, a chaotic core, neutronium ingots creates infinite steam. Infinite energy is chaotic core, neutronium, and Tesla coils. What's a Tesla coil? Tesla coils are cheap. What the hell? Creative capacitor? I can't create that. Creative capacitor bank? No. Creative energy cell? I can create that. Creative tank? Neutronium compressor with a resonant tank to create a creative tank? Damn. Creative strongbox? Okay, you can't create that. Creative cache? No. Creative flux capacitor? No. Creative chance pendant? I didn't expect that. Creative cobble gen, creative dimension builder. Oh, you can create the creative dimension builder. Dimension builder, 4 electrolytic cores, 4 compressed palladium, which is 2 palladium ingots, which I think I already have some. That's nice. Okay. 84. Your temperature is 81. You're almost there. Are you still burning? No, you're not still burning. Okay. Let's put down the other 2 air compressors I made. We'll hook them up. This is going to rebalance the pressure. But I should be able to pop a piece of coal in each of these compressors now and get a little bit better performance on getting that pressure up. Okay, yeah, the temperature here fell. Now it needs to go back up. Now I guess how do I get the fluid out of this? Problems, not enough heat. should be getting close to where I need to be. Oh yeah, now temperature's coming up. 91, 92, 93, 94. I think it's going to take 100. We've hit 100. It's processing. Yes. Okay, it does drop the temperature a little bit after every process. But it is making liquid plastic. Now, we need the plastic mixer, because this is how I actually produce the different colored plastics. The hull temperature? Oh, shit. Heat. Requires or produces heat. Heat can be applied. Oh, wait, does this? Problems. No plastic to melt down. No dye left. Alright, so plastic selection. We're going to lock black plastic for right now. I need to get some dye. So I'm going to need some rose red. Which we can get from... ah, shit. I'm out of Technicolor essence. Do I still have the Technicolor seeds planted? Yes. Let's get some bone meal and get a little more Technicolor. Or wait, these are magical crops. I can't bone meal. Shit. Can hit him with the reinforced watering can, though. I haven't had much use for this yet. Wow, this thing I think actually works faster, too. Well worth 10% of the health if it works faster. Okay, I need some cactus green, which I can produce easily out of that. And I need some lapis. It was lapis, right? I think that was it. Yeah. Rose red, cactus green, and... okay, good. Let's go ahead and get a bucket of liquid plastic out of this. Does this have to be next to the mixer? No, that didn't do anything. Okay, how do I get the liquid plastic out of here? Can I pump it out into a tank? Maybe I should check this. Use the term plastic. Makes plastic. Active with. Always active. Okay. That I think did it. Yep, that's pumping the liquid plastic over. Okay, now this is not going to pull LPG out here, is it? No, it's still got 500 millibuckets of liquid plastic stuck over there for whatever reason. Doesn't want to... Is it because it's heavy? And it just has a difficult time pumping it? That might actually be a thing. I'll play with that later. Point is, I got it in there. Now, heat. I'm going to just go ahead and apply a bucket of lava to the side of that. And I think me breaking the thing took all the dye out. It did. Damn. Okay. Temperature is way low, so let's pop down. I don't want to build out of that, because building out of multi-block blocks can sometimes cause lag issues, and I'm having enough of those as is. So, I'll bring over some umberstone. We'll try that. Not exactly what I wanted. There. Pop that down, and this should start raising the hull temperature. And it solidified it into obsidian. That's nice. So I'm going to need another one of those vortex things, I think. Let's break that. Break this vortex block. And I'll just reapply the vortex block over here. Once I get to the side correct. There we go. And now I need to run the pressure tube around. There we go. That is applying some heat. Now, let's go ahead and get air compressors running. Start pumping some air in. Okay, it is starting to slowly work. I wonder if uranium under this thing would heat it up. Wait, a nuclear bomb. That's it. Oh, I don't like the idea of playing around with these things. But if it's going to get me the heat I need... It's not producing crap for heat. The hull temperature is just not heating up. Upgrades. Information. White plastic doesn't require dyes. Okay, well, the nuclear bomb isn't doing shit. So let's get the thing out of here before we cause a problem with it. This vortex heater is just not, or the vortex tube is just not producing heat fast enough. So we need a way to vent Is there a heat vent or a coolant vent for Pneumaticcraft? A heat sink disperses heat into the air. Programmable controller, gas lift, kerosene lamp. Similar to long-range light sources you might be used to, like Thaumcraft's arcane lamp or Factorization's wrath lamp. That's interesting. Advanced liquid compressor. So I need a better way to produce heat. I guess I could put some torches around it. That'll help. Okay, now we're heating up. The hull is heating up, but it can't get the temperature of the item up. Okay, this is starting to heat. Pressure is 1 bar. I need a way to get that other temperature down. Because this is just not... Okay, heat can be applied by placing a block that generates heat next to the machine. Okay, the hull is heating up. Which is very slow. The vortex tube's pressure is climbing. Pressure chamber's pressure is climbing. I'm going to make one of those heat sinks. And see if it'll work as a cold sink too. Where is it? I just saw it. There it is. I'm going to make one of those. We'll apply it to the cold side of this machine and see if it works as a heat sink and a cold sink. No, that has just massively accelerated how cold that gets. Touch that, will I die? Ah, hell. Alright, oh, there we go. There we go. That's what I needed to do. Because now I can vent the cold, which will help me produce more heat. So that should help heat this thing up faster. I might actually want to make another vortex tube and put it behind here. Let's do that. Let's get another vortex tube. We're going to want another heatsink too. And, if I remember right, I need to be facing... I need to place it looking through it. Yes. We connect these pressure tubes, and then if I break this, and I apply this heatsink onto this side, that'll help balance that, and that'll get my temperatures higher. But why is the hull not transferring temperature into the item? Like, it's ticking up to 27, then going down to 22. Why? Okay, we're down to 0.9 bars of pressure. So I need more pressure. Because these vortex tubes actually consume air when they're running. But I don't get why the plastic mixer... Okay, you know, I'm going to have to, I think, call this episode here. I am going to look at what's going on and see if I can figure out what I'm doing wrong. And see if I can start printing some plastic. For right now, the only thing I can really think of to do is just keep adding vortex tubes onto it and boosting the temperature of the hull in the hopes that once it gets up to a certain point, it'll start transferring more temperature into the item. Because right now I'm over 100 degrees Celsius, but this is still 22 degrees in the item. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm going to call the episode here. I will see if I can figure out what I'm doing wrong, and then when we come back next episode, we'll make some plastic. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys are enjoying the series so far, and I'll catch you later, peeps. Stupid. Yeah.